Yo, what up, guys? It's George again. I got another drugstore review or things you can find at Walmart, Targets, things like that. In this case, I have the infamous Murray's. I heard you can refry beans with this stuff. What is Murray's? This is the OG stuff. This has been around for like 90 years. I'm not sure if the formula has been modified recently. As far as I know, it's been the same thing for a long time. The inside is just kind of this lard looking thing. Scent is, I don't know, it's like a sweet coconut or vanilla, but it's really weird because once you smell it once and you try to do it again, you lose a lot of the first impact. The scent is almost non-existent once you put it on. I'm going to be talking about a little bit about my thoughts on this. If you wanted to skip, I also be talking about how to remove this stuff because I know that's a big thing. So if you're freaking out because you can't get this stuff out of your hair, I'm going to put the time on the description so you can fast forward to that. Let's get to it. Basically, there's a lot of different ways that people will use this stuff. I'll tell you, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've been really impressed on just what you can do or how versatile this is. But let's go ahead and get styling with this, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what my thoughts are on this stuff. So my biggest tip that I can give you is a lot of people will get a huge scoop or a big scoop or even just a normal amount of pomade. You can't do that with Murray's. That's the biggest mistake people do. They'll scoop it out, they'll put it on their hair, and then they'll just rip off hair. Again, tip number one is I just rub my finger on it and I have this much. That's literally the amount you want to get with this stuff. Rub it in your hands, and you just slowly start putting that in your hair. You have to get a little bit more, and just keep applying little by little. Now, the part that I was telling you that I'm impressed on is because I haven't used Murray's in a long time. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. But, I've been trying it, of course, to review it this last week. And I found that if you just put in a very light amount of Murray's on your hair, you can get a very natural look. I think we're good for today. I like to leave some of the curls there, but as you can see, you get nice shine. You can do anything you really want with your hair. You can have your hair have some volume with a little bit of shine, or you could completely go an extra mile and slick it, or do a complete pump, and it will just won't move for the rest of the day, right? With this, I'm not gonna layer it on too thick because if you apply too much of this, you basically will have helmet hair. In other words, it'll just look like you have plastic hair. Now, let's go into the thoughts. Well, this is $3 or under $3 at Walmart or Target. You can always find this stuff. So it's like 80% less than all the other pomades you'll find, or any home brews, or any legit pomades that you might find. For those $3, you are getting a legitimate product that works on your hair. If the goal is just to make your hair shiny and form your hair into a style, if that's the only goal, this is amazing. This will style your hair, give you shine, and do any sort of style you want. So the way I would say it is, for the price, this is going to give you the best results. Nothing's going to compare. For $3 or under $3, you're not going to find something that's going to give you the results that you would expect. Now, this is where I start getting, and this is where it's a little bit more trickier. Yes, you get great price, you get something that works. But now you have to deal with this stuff. Washing these things off your hands is impossible. You feel, even after you wash it, you can feel it there. It's basically super glue for your hair because it's going to be impossible to come off later on. This probably accounts for a lot of the bad rep that pomade gets. If you forget to try to wash this stuff out, you go to sleep, you're going to ruin your pillow. You're going to break out because it's going to get on your skin, or you're going to put your face on it. So I can't imagine how many people have tried this on and had a horrific experience and have never tried pomade again and stuck to gels after that. I was one of the kids that, I tried this on and I literally just scooped it all up, put it on my hair, and when I tried to wash it out, it took a week, a solid week, for this thing to actually be off your hair. So that's not necessarily that was like 3-4 washes, a shower, and it still wouldn't come off my hair. So I was freaking out, and I thought this was going to be on my hair for the rest of my life. I thought my hair was going to be like ruined after all this. But again, if you layer it correctly, you won't have that crazy of an issue washing it out. Do I recommend this or not? Well, it's really hard to recommend this stuff. It's really up to you and your preferences, but I just want to at least give you the information and you make up your mind about if this is something that would fit you. I would not recommend it for a daily pomade. This is an amazing emergency backup to the backup pomade, or hey, I'm in a different state, I forgot my pomades. I would rather use this than gel. So let's go ahead and transition into how to get this stuff off your hair. It is a nightmare sometimes. So if you're freaking out right now because you just took a shower and this stuff is still on your hair, you probably like this stuff. So how to remove Murray's. If you piled down a whole lot of this and now you're freaking out, don't worry, it's normal. It will wash out eventually, but if you're just trying to speed that process up, there's a couple methods you can do. Now, a lot of people come up with random methods like peanut butter and Coke and all these other things, and you can go ahead and try those methods. Now, the only one I'm going to tell you not to do is dish soap. A lot of people will say, oh yes, dish soap works, it's amazing. It gets everything off of your hair. Well, that's true. It's designed to be a degreaser, so it strips everything from your hair, even the good stuff. Your hair has some natural oils that are supposed to be on there. Something that's less toxic, I would recommend, is my method of choice, which is baby oil. You can get this for like under $5. You can even get a smaller bottle, which I'm sure you'll be fine with. But it's essentially loosening the grease off your hair. Now, what I like to do, and I'll show you a little bit on here, is you just get a little bit into your palm. You don't want to do anything crazy like add too much that it's dripping, but you basically add a little bit towards your hair and then just start slicking them back. And you'll start noticing that your hair's starting to get a little bit smoother. So especially if you have a lot of pomade on your hair, it's gonna take a good amount. But you'll just want to repeat this and put more and more baby oil in your hair. So of course my hair is going to be super shiny, but you'll basically just want to do this. Once you get it loose enough, your hair loose enough from the pomade, you want to go in through with the fine tooth. So after you do this for a couple minutes, you just want to chill. And then after about 10-15 minutes, you'll go ahead and take a shower. That's it. That's all you have to do. Do your normal shower, shampoo, conditioner. You might still want to do that a couple times. It's going to take off most of the product off your hair. So after you take a shower, you're going to notice that your hair's still going to be a little bit oily. And that's going to be perfectly normal. That is pretty much the only con to adding this to your hair. After that, what I recommend is that the next morning, again, take a shower and you'll be able to get the rest of it out of your hair. So again, my name is George. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, please comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week, and I'll catch you guys next time.